A visitation will be tomorrow for Mr. Bobby W. Butler, age 43 of Weguffka. That visitation at Courteous & Son North from 5 until 8 p.m. Online condolences can be offered at courteousandSonFH.com. Mr. Butler died January the 28th. Courteous & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mrs. Orveda Zell Culver, age 77 of Sylacauga, died at her residence on Sunday. Funeral service for Mrs. Culver will be this evening at 6 p.m. from First Baptist Church of Oak Grove. Visitation will be held at the church this afternoon from 5 until 6. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. The Reverends Max Buttram and Harris Bond will officiate. She was a member of the First Baptist Church of Oak Grove and worked at Coosa Valley Medical Center in the nursing home for some 23 years. She's a graduate of B.B. Comer and the Montgomery School of Nursing. Online condolences at courteousandSonFH.com. Courteous & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Celebration of life for Jessie Pearl Fuller, age 99, is 1 o'clock today at Jacob's Chapel CME Church. Interment in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Marvin Winton Wiggum Jr., age 76 of Alexander City, is Thursday at 11 a.m. from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Pastor Ray Dunn officiating. Burial in the Daviston Methodist Cemetery. The family receiving friends 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. at the funeral home prior to the service. Mr. Wiggingham died Thursday, January 25th at Chapman Healthcare. He was a member of the Daviston Methodist Church. In lieu of flowers, memorials can be made to the Daviston Methodist Church, P.O. Box 101, Daviston, Alabama 36256. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Graveside service for Erlene Moss Kelly, age 94, is today at 2:30 from Evergreen Cemetery, with Elder Mike Kaiser officiating. Mrs. Kelly died Sunday, January 28th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. In lieu of flowers, the family asks that contributions be sent to the Broadway Church of Christ, 200 South Broadway, P.O. Box 126, Sylacauga, Alabama 35150. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddysmith.com. Visitation is today from 1 a.m. until 2:30 at the funeral home, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Visitation for Evelyn Braley, age 97, formerly of Sylacauga, will be Thursday from 4 until 7 o'clock at Sylacauga's First Assembly of God, and from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. on Friday, also at the church. Funeral service will follow at 10 on Friday morning from Sylacauga's First Assembly, with the Reverend Jack Lee officiating. Interment in the Evergreen Cemetery. Memorial contribution can be made to First Assembly of God in Sylacauga, will be accepted at the church. Crane Funeral Home in Illinois in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Elsie Pearl Isabel, age 88 of Sylacauga, will be Thursday at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. The Reverend Fred Mylum officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Mrs. Isabel died Tuesday, January 30th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Visitation prior to the service, noon until 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Flowers will be accepted by the family, or contribution can be made to the Broadway Church of Christ Ladies Bible Class, 200 South Broadway, P.O. Box 126, Sylacauga, Alabama 35150. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. Sue Peters Thompson of Sylacauga died Monday at Coosa Valley Medical Center. A private family service will be held in Alexander City Cemetery. Memorials can be sent to Coosa Valley Medical Center Auxiliary, where Sue was a volunteer pink lady for some 20 years. Also, memorials can be made to the Sylacauga Animal Rescue Foundation at 41 Shelter Lane in Sylacauga, 35150. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at raddysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga in charge of the arrangements. Miles S. Raines, age 65 of Talladega, died January 27th. Funeral service February the 3rd on Saturday at 2 p.m. from Harvestfield Church. The Reverend Wayne Hester and the Reverend Billy White will officiate the service. The family receiving friends noon until 2 on Saturday at the church. Mr. Raines was a student of ASB before going to Tomlinson College in Cleveland, Tennessee, and worked for AIDB. He also ministered at Harvest Field Church. John's Rideout Funeral Parlors in Birmingham in charge of the arrangements. Graveside service for Neil Drummond Waits, age 79, is today at 2 o'clock from Midway Memory Garden Cemetery. Brother Wes Johnson officiating. The family receiving friends today, noon until service time. Mrs. Waits died January 28th at her residence. That's Neil Drummond Waits of Talladega. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home directing that service. Celebration of life for Regina Faye Wallace, age 50, will be 2 o'clock Thursday at Terry's Mortuary Chapel, interment in the Oak Hill Cemetery. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Mr. Alveston Dunn, age 86, of Alexander City, will be Thursday at 1 p.m. from Liberty Life Christian Center in Alexander City. Burial to follow in the Armours Memorial Garden. Visitation is today from 1 until 7 p.m. at the funeral home. Final arrangements entrusted to Armours Memorial Funeral Home of Alexander City. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, and cremations since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.